Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back to some EVE Online, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about an option that we have here in Incorporated when it comes to a war. But first of all, quick update. The Lone Space Wolves are not currently involved in any wars, so after 2 weeks of a heavy siege, we managed to get ourselves through this war and it's all over now. Well, not really a heavy siege, you guys got pretty much all the action that there was during this war on the channel, but it was, in my opinion, actually a pretty interesting experience from the point of view that this was the first war deck we experienced while the structures are anchored. They never got to the final timer, which from what I've read and heard in the comments, it actually takes 6 days. So first hit, they destroy your shields. 24 hours later, they get a chance to go through your armor, but then it's a 6-day timer to actually get on the structure timer. That means that you either have to attack on day 1 of the war, or you need to extend the war up to 2 weeks if you really want to have a little bit of room to take on a structure like the Raitaru or something like that, which, well, in this case it was a 2-week war, so they could have done it if they really wanted to. That brings me to the number 1 rule in EVE Online. It's something that I do think is pretty important to remind everyone. Never fly what you can't afford to lose, and don't deploy what you can't afford to lose. So this Citadel and these Raitarus, they're basically written off. I've earned them, I've deployed them, it's great that people are using them. It's incredible to see all the support that you guys have given me when the war was actually happening, but for me personally, it's not a big deal to lose these structures if that would have been the outcome of the war. I'd be able to just move on, get to better things, which I have to be honest, there is an Asbel and there is a large Citadel in the system here. That is an asset that's starting to be pretty heavy ISK-wise. It's not something I would be willing to risk, and that is also the reason why I'm sticking with medium structures at the moment for the corporation. But what is a good tactic that you can try to employ if you're at war and you don't want any part of it, you just want to be left alone to do your thing in EVE Online? In my opinion, it's jump clones and getting a second base of operations going, preferably on the other side of the galaxy. And that is something that we have done. So if I go to my character sheet, then you can go to character, you have the jump clones tab, and you can see that I have 2 jump clones in Yona, which is also in high sec. It's like 23 jumps away, I think. That's not where I'm heading. This was basically our primary base of operation before we moved to out here to the Tal. But the other 2 jump clones though, in Mare and in Nibale, those are the more interesting ones, because these are in Solitude, and Solitude is quite far away. It's also a high-sec island, so it's completely surrounded by low-sec and null-sec. And if I would feel like I just want to get rid of the war as quickly as possible, that is where I would retreat to. And so just for sake of this video, I'm quickly going to jump over there, get stock of what I've got ready, because I actually think that I'll make a little project out of my second base of operations over there. So let's get started here. For a jump clone, it used to be that you had to stop your skill trading. At the moment, I'm training mining drone specialization to 5, which will be done in 5 days. I think it's no longer necessary, so I'm in the pod. Let's see if I can just jump over to Nibale. Let's do that. The authorized payment of installing a jump clone in the station, payment is 0 ISK. Because it's my own Citadel, which is pretty cool. Let's say yes. Blop. And now, here we go. Welcome to Nibale. Welcome to the region of Solitude. All the way out here. And it's not that easy to come after us if we do decide to take a jump clone here for anyone that has war decked us. So if we are active. Let me show that to you guys. If you would go for Cheetah, as you can see, shortest route will take you through null-sec for 6 jumps, which is already something, and 2 low-sec jumps as well. If you want to go for the safer route, no, this is safer, that's weird. Shorter, 27 jumps. Safer route is also through low-sec. Can you then less secure? Stay 0.5 to 0.1. Nope. Okay, that's weird. Used to be that there is a route to Losec only, but that's even longer than this one. But this is the real advantage. There is just no way to get from the main Hisec hub to Solitude without crossing dangerous space. And let's say that you have 3 Vindicators and 2 Ravens ready to bash a structure, or if you have a decently good-sized PvP fleet ready close to where the war has started, close to your primary base of operations, it's extremely unlikely that they're going to move everything out to Solitude, risk a trip like that just to come chasing after you. And this is why we have set all of this up. So here, for instance, you can see that I have I think it's Mackinac and a Merlin, Mackinac and a Hulk actually that I still have in here. You can also see that I have an Ishtar here, which is pretty good. So I can do some exploration, I can do some mining, I have a few transport ships. I also have a Dominic's for missions. I think that there are a few decent mission agents close by as well. And if I go to Mare over here, I actually also have a few PvP ships, couple of Drakes ready there. What is this one? I think that's a Vixor, and then an Ares as well if I need to get out of here and actually risk the trip through nullsec or lowsec. I can always use the interceptor there. So basically this is a second base of operation. If I'm just in it for some PvE, trying to make some ISK, this is a perfect option. It's extremely unlikely, as I've said, that's a war target is going to chase me all the way over here just to try and get a couple of kills. So let's maybe grab this one. I'm not sure what the ships are anymore. It's been a very long time since I was actually here, and I apparently named all of these guys a little bit weird. So this is Hulk. This is an old Hulk that I've got, and this one, let's get in this one. Show info. This is a Mackinac. So I could definitely start doing a little bit of mining in the Mackinac. It's again fit for ice harvesting operations. That's true. I almost forgot that. In Ibale there's actually some ice fields as well. So we could go do that if we want to. In fact, I am training those next, I think. Yep, ice harvesting, drone operations next. And of course, my main income out here in Solitude has always been exploration, because it is such an isolated place. It tends to be a good place to do a little bit of exploration. So maybe we'll quickly undock here in the Ishtar. Let's take a quick look around, see if there's a lot of citadels that have been placed. It's been probably more than a year since I've been out here in Solitude, so I'll definitely need to work. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's been so long that I still have a fit with 5 mid slots on the Ishtar. That's what was happening. And one more low slot here as well. That has changed as well. So you can see that yeah, I haven't been here. I haven't used any of these ships since at least the changes to the Ishtar, which has been quite a long time ago. So now I should be able to undock. Let's take a quick look around here. I like Solitude as well because it's Serpentis, so absolutely perfect for the Ishtar if you want some easy exploration. Let's maybe also do the tactical overlays are right, but I would like the probe scanner, see what's around. Yeah, there you go. We got a couple of signatures here already, couple of ice belts as well, one at least here that we could go do too. And on the overview we do have 1, 2, 3 Astrauses. That's about it. Local is at 12, a little bit less than what I'm used to. So why the hell not get started? Let's take a look at what's happening with these signatures as I get a little bit of extra money coming in. And analyze. There we go. Okay, in the meantime, let's rearrange this, move these drones to... Do I have guards? Yep. Then okay, we'll take something like WXH. But the chance, as I've said, that someone that has wardecked you let's say in Galente space, let's say in Amar space, is going to be here right now, is so slim that you can definitely go out there and do your regular EVE play with a setup like this. I think it's pretty damn awesome. And so I think as my next goal, what I want to do here is to get a second Orca, is to get an Orca in this secondary base of operations. Let's move these drones to medium so that I can do some, well, what I would consider to be optimal mining in the Orca here as well. If, as I've said, we'd be chased off or something like that out in Solitude. Yeah, or is coming in, always nice. Let's move these drones to small, and these guys can go to salvage. Oh, wardens, that's a relic site. That's not exactly what we want. Let's see what this one is then. Probably up here. So wardens, move drones to guards and salvage. Nope, new. Well, we'll put them in bouncers for now. Another relic site. That's unfortunate. Would have been good to show that right away. We've got an awesome exploration site to do, but nothing so far. Let's grab this. Warrior, move drones to warrior. Thank you. There we go. At least that's back. Okay, 2 more over here somewhere. Let's see if we can spot them. This is still training. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's a change that also is definitely from before the last, after the last time I went to Solitude. Oops, combat site, nice. That is you no longer need to stop your skill training in order to jump clone, but this basically after starting EVE Online at the very first, at our very first steps in here, it was get a boss, right? Experience the game a little bit, my brother and myself, just the 2 of us. Let's see, Serpentis lookout, that's not great. Let's see if we can get a boss. Let's see if something like that works out and get to know the game. Once we've done that, my brother through level 4 missions and I myself, mostly through mining, to make Iskant and to get us everything, and skilling of course, which just takes time, we decided, you know what, if we are wardecked, what would be a good option? And that's when we came up with this plan. Get a secondary base of operation out here in Solitude, the Heisig Island, a pretty large Heisig Island in fact. You do have a decent amount of systems that you can do to explore, mine, do missions in, but this is definitely a refuge for us and we've used it several times. Unfortunately it's a data site when it comes to the wars here that we experienced in EVE Online. Really cool vertical star here as well. So let's see if I can quickly dog back. Unfortunately there's nothing all too great, but this would be my tip for you as well. If you have a lot of wardecks that come your way and if you find them very annoying, this would be my advice for you. Build up a second base of operation where you can do your favorite activities. For me it's mostly exploration and mining, thus I have an Ishtar ready. I'll need to work on the fittings because it's been so long, and I'm going to work on getting an Orca in here as well that can do both ore mining and ice mining. And as a result, this is going to be my backup. I'm going to work on that a little bit, get all of that, get this house in order basically. Let's take a quick look at the item miner. Well, we still have 4 billion in stuff, so that should get us somewhere if we want an Orca. That's well, a lot of faction, as you can see here, a lot of stuff from exploration around here. It's all pretty old actually, so I'll need to do a bit of sorting and some PI. I did PI here as well for a long time. Yeah, I got some sorting to do here in Solitude, but basically this is something that I wanted to show you guys. That's always an option when you are wardecked, is get that second base of operation, install a jump clone there, and this can be your ticket out of a war, because very few corporations will actually chase you all the way out here just to try and get a couple of kills. So there you go. I've got my work cut out here apparently, because it's been so long that I don't know what's what's all around here and what I'm going to need to do in order to get an orca here, but I'm definitely going to work on that a little bit as well while maintaining the structures in detail. Luckily, maybe I'll quickly show that to end here. With skills, you can now jump back in less than 24 hours. For me, it's 21 hours, which is of course great, because that means that by tomorrow, if let's say my blueprint copies are done, I can quickly jump back to detail and then do my blueprint copy business there, maybe refuel the stations if needed, and then the next day after going to work I can just get right back here and work on the orca for Solitude. So you can, with skills, get that under 24 hours, which is a great luxury when it comes to jump clones. And there you go, guys. That's what I wanted to share with you, a bit of a tip on something that you can do in preparation of a war. It's a bit of a coward's way out, but mostly you'll be wardecked by people with much greater numbers, and as a result, denying them fun, denying them kills is one of the tactics to try and shorten the wars that you're under. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you all next time.